what's up guys, Houston here. Look, if you just started your business or you have an existing business but you have bad credit, but you have at least a 580 credit score, here's some lenders that are very flexible in terms of working with people that have a low credit score to help them get some type of funding or equipment for their business. All right, now the first one is DreamSpring. Now, DreamSpring, they issue loan through Upstart. Also, with DreamSpring, being a non-profit type of lender, if you're familiar with the Bill and Gates Foundation and stuff, they get a lot of their funding and stuff from there. Now, with DreamSpring, if you have at least a 550 credit score, that's a Vantage score, so that would be your TransUnion Vantage 3 score. Okay, if you want to find out where to get your TransUnion Vantage 3 score, you can check with American Express Bank. They actually will give you your Vantage 3 score. Now, the interesting thing about it, they do pull your FICO 8 score in order to help you qualify for a credit card. Okay, they pull your FICO 8. Experian, and if you're a new member, they may pull Experian and TransUnion. Or you can look at Chase Bank. They will give you a Vantage score as well. Okay, with American Express, you don't have to be a member to actually look at your Vantage 3 score. All right, so just so that you know. But DreamSpring, again, they issue loans through Upstart is one of the lenders that help issue the loan. Okay, so if you have a Vantage 3 score, at least a 580, DreamSpring may be an option for you, because they do help people, even with new startups. With brand new startups, DreamSpring helps people. All right, now the next one is Giggle Finance. Now, if you're in the gig economy and you are have bad credit, but you're trying to look for a small loan, they at least start out with $5,000. Okay, and there's no credit check. You don't have to have bank statements. It's for self-employed type of people. So that's the thing about it with Giggle Finance. If any of you guys have used Giggle Finance or DreamSpring in the past, put a comment below. Let me know, or let the community know about your experience. Did you like them? Were you able to get some funding? It may not have been up to $50,000, but were they able to help you? Okay, we really would appreciate the feedback. And then if you don't mind, if you're just finding the channel, please like, comment, and share the video. I really appreciate it. Now, the next one we're talking about is Credit Key. Now, with Credit Key, they loan up to $50,000, and I have made a video on Credit Key. The interesting thing about it, you have to be making at least $3,200 in income. All right, but you don't have to have a Dun and Bradstreet number, a Paydex score, or net 30s. And that's another good thing about these here lenders. You're not relying on Dun and Bradstreet in order to get the funding. That's one of the things that I continue to stress for a lot of people. They think that, oh, I have to have a 80 Paydex or something like that in order to get business funding. And I continue to tell you, 90% of lending institutions, especially the major banks, they don't really look at the DUNS number. They look at what's going on with your personal credit. Okay, now the next lender is Corpay. Now, with Corpay, you have to have at least a 600 credit score. But the good thing about Corpay, they do report to Dun and Bradstreet, to Experian, and Equifax business credit files. All right. Now, I know for some of you all that may be starting like a janitorial or a car wash or something like that, a DUNS number is important. You know, because you may need to get supplies and you're not able to pay it up front. So a DUNS number will help with that. There are certain net 30s that I would definitely tell you should get, but you don't need a whole lot of net 30s, because I've seen people with 15, 20 net 30s and they still wasn't able to get any funding. All right, having that many net 30s, and I think it's a burning cash. I think you're burning up your cash. So that's the reason saying that. But in terms of net 30s, you may want to consider NAV because they report to Dun and Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax. You have Strategic Network Systems report to Experian. You have eCredible, which reports to Dun and Bradstreet. They also report to Experian and Equifax. Okay, so in net 30s, you don't have to go overboard. One of the key things about funding, okay, before we talk about these other creditors, one of the key things about funding is making sure you're with a financial institution that actually report to the business credit bureaus. Okay, so you may be with a community bank, you may be with a credit union like Navy Federal, and they give you business credit cards. They may give you business lines of credit or business loans. But the problem with community banks and credit unions, because they don't report to the major business credit bureaus, okay? And that's really important, because the best way to build up your business bank rating so that you get qualified for funding is to have more deposits. So if you have a business that's operational, making those deposits and everything is very important. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Now, here's the thing about it I would tell you in terms of when you're trying to get funding. Choosing the right bank is very important. As I was just saying about with the community banks and with the credit unions, they do not report to the business credit bureaus. Okay, so you want banks that are actually going to help you build up your business credit so you can get more funding. You can have those financial institutions. It's okay to have those, and I encourage you to have those, but those will be your secondary. Your primary will be your banks like Chase Bank. Okay, so with Chase Bank, because they report to Equifax, Small Business Financial Exchange, and Dun and Bradstreet. Then you have Citibank. Citibank reports to Experian, Equifax, Dun and Bradstreet, and the Small Business Financial Exchange, as well as Capital One. Capital One reports to Small Business Financial Exchange, Experian, Equifax, Dun and Bradstreet. And the thing about it, mentioning Capital One has a credit card that some of you all may qualify for, and all you need is a 580 credit score. Okay, if we're talking about business funding, then you need to know these places that may be able to help you. So the Capital One Spark Business Credit Card, the Gold Card, 580 credit score. Okay, now they do a pull on the Fico 8, so I know some of you all may be asking that question. Now, for as equipment type of loan, say that you need some equipment for your landscaping business, or you need some equipment for your car wash type of business, or you just need some supplies or something, Click Lease, they offer up to $20,000. Okay, to help. They would purchase the equipment for you, or give you the loan to purchase the equipment, or they may purchase the equipment for you and then lease it to you. Okay, so that's how you qualify with them. If you have any questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.